Morning. I want to weigh in just a little bit on the new dump plane. I really don't think he'll be able to use it in his presidency because it's going to take so long. It's going to have to be stripped down to bolts, to basic metal, for them to retrofit this fucking plane for an Air Force One. And then, he takes it with him. He's not going to park it at some fucking library. You think he's actually going to have a library? He ain't going to have no fucking library. It ain't never going to get built. Unless MAGA wants to fucking pitch in and build it themselves. Because we ain't going to pay for it. He ain't going to have no library. He is the most disgraceful president in our history. 250 fucking years. And that's saying something. Because Nixon was bad. But this guy tops Nixon. Oh, yeah. And then this morning on the news, I see him standing there with all these guys in their tunics and their white bathrobes. And what is he doing? Is he three? Is he still three? Does he always have to put a thumbs up? He's got all these distinguished men behind him, next to him. Not one person's putting their thumb up, except the 3-year-old Donald. Will this man ever fucking grow up? Probably not, because he's in his late 70s. Everything this man does makes me want to vomit. Yeah. Everything about him is disgusting. His looks, his demeanor, his attitude, everything. Everything about him is gross. Gross. And, I watch Mary Trump every day. I watch her on Mary Trump Media on YouTube. And last week, she actually, and she, that's her uncle. She knows the guy. She grew up with him. And she's probably about my age. She's probably around 60. She's, I think she's around my age. So maybe she's younger. Maybe she's a couple years older. I don't know. But she's around my age somewhere. She said last week in one of her clips that Donald still thinks he's handsome. In my opinion, the man's never been handsome. Ever. Even when he was in his 20s and 30s. And I've seen the pictures of him with the military uniform on that he had to go to school in the military uniform. Because he had to go to military school. Which I guess soured him on the military. I don't know. But that man still thinks he's handsome. Does he have a mirror? He doesn't have a mirror, does he? Does he use it? I don't think so. Now look, I'm not attractive. I know what I look like. I was attractive when I was younger. But I'm older now. And things have gone south a little bit. So no, I'm not the most gorgeous woman on earth. Never have been, never will be. But neither is he. He is not handsome at all. He reminds me of an old bullfrog. When he smiles like that, he looks like an old bullfrog. Yeah. And then, oh my God, when he was walking, of course, he didn't know where he was going. He was fucking waking up fresh from a nap, sitting in that chair, listening to the Saudis talk. He didn't know what they were saying. He was sitting there sleeping. And then when he did get up to go do whatever he had to do, sign something, he went the wrong way. Dude had to, redirect him over there, and then the girl took him and put him in the chair. And then when he was talking, Rubio and Bessent were both sleeping when Trump was talking. They both had their eyes closed. I don't get it. And when he was walking over to the table, he's just all hunched over walking. He literally looks like an old toad. Even when he's walking, he looks like an old fucking toad. Like a grandpa toad. Like old fucking toad that's been around forever. That's the only association I can make with him is an old toad. That's what he looks like. Especially when he smiles with no teeth. He looks like an old damn toad. One of them big old bullfrog toads. One of them big fucking toads. Mm-hmm. I mean, he couldn't even try to stand up straight and walk to that desk. He could. But no, he's all hunched over. Like the old man he is. Now, he's not... It's going to take them so long and so much money to retrofit this plane because Air Force One is like a flying skiff. Do you think they're not going to put some kind of tracking device or maybe an incendiary device on this plane to track him and maybe just disintegrate the whole plane in the air somewhere? Or, you know, bugs everywhere you trying to figure out what they're saying? They're going to have to strip this plane down to studs before they can even start to try to retrofit this thing. Man, it's so unreasonable. He's so unreasonable. He's just so unreasonable. He thinks everything can be done like that. Snap of a finger. It won't happen. The bribery is off the fucking chain. It's off the chain.